I'm not looking for fame or recognition. I just want my work to speak for itself. Because I think there's a deficit out there in the art world. I really do. I think people don't put enough of their soul into their work. And if you can't contribute your soul as an artist, what does your work say? What does it mean? How does it speak? I titled this exhibition, The Power of Women, because I, as a 68-year-old man who has grown up in the male world, gone to Vietnam, I believe that the salvation of this planet, the salvation of all life, lies in women. This is where I'm removing the old finish off of an old piece I've had in storage, and I'm going to bring it to life again. I really started sculpting in little sheds that were built off the side of wherever I lived. And I would build myself a space that I could go to. After my family duties, go out and have all the time I needed to myself to work on my pieces of wood. There really was no design here except I did all these multi-levels because when I sculpted here, I could put sculptures down the pit, work on top of them, bring them up on different levels and work at different heights. Wood is intricate to our spirit. Just look at what wood does in our lives, all the different uses of wood and our connectedness to the natural world. That's why we admire it so much, whether it's flooring or furniture or whatever. And I happen to do sculpture with wood because there's a spirit in that wood that if I can connect it to it, I can create something beautiful, something special. This is a piece called The Three Sisters. And one fall I was out here cutting wood, and I laid down underneath this big maple tree that I was going to cut down for firewood. And I just laid down on the ground. It was a beautiful autumn day. And while I'm laying there on my back and I looked up, in the branches of this maple tree, I clearly saw these three sisters interconnected, branching out, but upside down, laying on my back. It was so obvious to me that this was three sisters in this big maple tree. And so I immediately started creating this piece. And that's the way it happens. It happens spontaneously, and a number of pieces in here essentially happened the same way, where I was just out walking in the woods, sitting down, quiet, reflective, and there's the piece. There's the piece. And all I had to do was bring it out. I am watching women become more and more empowered now. They are overcoming all the obstacles, and that gives me great hope. And all I'm doing is honoring that spirit, that female spirit, in all its different forms, that I think is the best that we can achieve in life, is to protect our women and honor them. It's the peace and serenity of this land, I think, flowed into me and flowed into my work. And I'm not interested in anything that's not beautiful. I search for beauty. I hope this is the first step along a road that I want to take now, that I want to send this group, this show, out into the world. And I have another show of different pieces, equally powerful as this, that I would like to send out in the world. I've had to wait this long in my life just because I've raised a family, I'm married, I'm in part of my community. To leave out into the outer world, I didn't want to do up till now, and now I do. And now I want this to go out and see if people receive it, if it has a place. I love what I did, I love what it is, and now I want to share that in the world. I want to leave here now. I want this whatever message is in my work, I want it to go out, to be shared. And if people love it as much as I do, then I'm happy.